Hi there. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Dr. Peggy Malone, and this is my very first Facebook Live ever, my first broadcast live on the internet ever. All right. Some of you may remember me in the past from my website, drpeggymalone.com, where I talked about health and wellness and injury prevention and what to do if you got injured, nutrition, different recipes. And I used to do that pretty regularly a few years ago, and then I stopped. And part of the reason that I stopped was I started to get a little bit disillusioned with some of the toxic negativity that's in the spaces of the interwebs. So I'm not sure if you guys have been in the internet comments, but one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten was from my sister, Jenny Malone, wise girl. She said, Peggy, don't ever read the internet comments. So I'll pass that on to you. Please feel free to leave comments in my world, though. That would be cool. All right, the reason I'm here today is I want to reintroduce myself. I decided that in 2018, it's time for me to get back after it. I've been re-inspired to show up and share with you some of the stuff that I know that hopefully will be helpful. So I want to do this pretty regularly coming into the future, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it is that you might find interesting or any topics that you might want me to talk about. And if there are something like that, then bring them in. Oh, people are liking it. This is exciting. Someone's here. Yay. Say hi if you're there. I want to say hello. All right. People are shy. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is the fact that I want to be happier, healthier, more creative, more productive, more successful in 2018 and into the future. Angela, hi, Angela. I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. All right, and I want you to come with me. I want you to be more happier, healthier, more creative, more productive, and more successful. So the way we're going to start with that is goal setting. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Peggy, it's already 2 months into 2018. Why are we talking about goal setting? Well, the main reason is sometimes I get behind on things and I need motivation and minutes to get back at it. So there's that. The other thing, and this is what I've seen with my patients, it's what I've seen in myself in the past, I want to point out that at the end of February, this is the time when a lot of people have just 100% given up on their New Year's resolutions. So if you made a goal in January of 2018, and now we're here almost in March of 2018, and you've gone, yeah, I'm out, you're going to come back to it next January, it's an all or nothing approach that does nothing to help you to be happier, healthier, more productive, more successful in 2018. So I'm challenging you. Whatever your goal is for 2018, if you're watching here live or if you are watching the replay, put your goal, your main goal, in the comments and we can hold each other accountable. The big thing that's missing from a lot of people trying to successfully go after something in this life is having somebody to hold them accountable. So in this space and in my world of the internet, I can help you to be accountable by setting up some accountability for you. This is the first step. All right, so here's the other places that you might be able to find me on the interwebs, because I know some people like to consume their content in different spots. I'll be here on Facebook. You can find me on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've even got some stuff happening on Pinterest, which we can talk about later. At any rate, I'm going to get going on YouTube. The best place to find me to get all of the content I put up is at drpeggymalone.com. And if you want to sign up for my weekly newsletter, you can do that there. All right, so goal setting for 2018. I was inspired by Gretchen Rubin. And Gretchen Rubin is an author, and I call her my internet spirit animal because she writes in the way that speaks to my brain, and I get it. And she wrote a book that you might have heard of called The Happiness Project. So awesome book. She also wrote a book about habit change called Better Than Before. And she most recently wrote a book called The Four Tendencies, which is one of the books that I just finished reading, which is also awesome. It helps you to understand how you make habits and how you keep yourself accountable to outer and inner expectations. So there's that. So one of the things that she talked about this year on her podcast, Happier, was creating a list of 18 goals for 2018. So I did it. And here I am. I want to talk about it, and I want to inspire you to do 18 goals for 2018. I'm going to give you just a taste of some of my goals. If you want to see the full list, you can go to my blog, drpeggymalone.com, and check them out there. The first one on my list is I want to start blogging again, sending out my newsletter, starting to connect with you. So check, only 17 to go. I love cream in my coffee, which maybe you're thinking to yourself, why are you telling me this? I love it. And I don't like the idea of giving up the cream in my coffee, but I still love the coffee. The dairy is not so good for my body. So one of my goals for 2018 is to learn how to drink black coffee. So I'm working on that. Another one, and this relates to what I just showed you with my books, is I want to read 2 books per month. The people that are successful are the readers. So if you want to be more successful, you got to read the books. So my books so far for 2018 have been The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin and Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss. Both have been good. I am looking for more suggestions. So if you have a book that you love or the book that you're currently reading, send me a message or leave me a comment here. I want to see what you're reading so that I can be inspired and we can pass it on to others who also might be interested in those books. Another one that I'm doing is I have a treadmill in the other room here at home, which is mostly a laundry hanger. I also have a very handy husband, and I'm going to put those 2 things together, and I'm going to get him to design me something to go on top of the treadmill so that I can have a treadmill desk. And then when I'm talking to you, or when I'm working on my blogs or anything that I'm doing work-wise, I can slowly walk on my treadmill and be more active instead of sitting. Okay, so there's tons of stuff we can talk about with actual goal setting, but I just want to start because this is a little bit of an experiment with this. Your action item for today: send me a message, reply to this video with your 1 big goal for 2018 and what you've done so far to make it a reality. And if you need a little push or you need a little bit of accountability, this is a good way to do it. Put it in the comments. Myself and the other people here will be like, hey, how's it going with that goal? And hopefully we can all create a better 2018 as a result. All right, so I mentioned I want to do this in the future, and I want to talk about what you're interested in talking about. Many of you might know me for talking about injuries and injury prevention and what do you do if you've got whatever sports injury. I'm happy to talk about that. If that's something that you are struggling with, let's talk about it. But what I'm also interested in, when people come into my office and they have an injury or they have pain or they're struggling with something nutritionally, they'll often get to know me, and then I find out what makes them tick. And that's way more interesting. The things that make people tick, the things that help them to be motivated, are going to be relevant to what injury they have, getting better, getting healthier, but also just being a better human being. So those are the kind of topics that I'm interested in digging into. So if you have something specific that you'd like to know more about, that you'd like to discuss, that you'd like to hear my take on, then please send me a message or leave a comment here with this video. All right, this I think has been a pretty good start for me with the Facebook world of online broadcasting. Let me know what you thought of it. And again, visit me at drpeggymalone.com. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.